So, do you think I'll ever make senior constable?
Nah, he'd promote you.
How'd you get promoted?
I'm a good copper, I work hard, and most importantly, McKinley, I slept with the boss. Oh.
Careful!
Where'd he come from?
Hey! What are you doing?
What the bloody hell's he doing out here?
With your mum. Come on. Where is your mum?
Hey, where's your mother? Hey, where's your mother? Where is
What's
she?
a kid his age doing, running about on the road? It's all right, sweetie, we'll find her. She's probably just in one of these shops.
Mummy.
Sergeant Nick will find her.
No, she's at the shop. Mate, where'd you leave your mum?
Mummy.
Was your mum shopping? Is that what she was doing?
Was she buying something to eat?
Food.
Food shopping?
No, I've tried the supermarket. She's not there.
Well, why don't you try the fruit shop? Won't be long, sweetie. She's got to be around here somewhere. Hey, do you want to wear my hat? Yeah. What's your name, sweetie?
Hi, Dylan.
You know him.
His name's Dylan Finch.
Are you his mum?
No, I live next door.
Do you know where his mother might be, Miss
Michaels, Heather Michaels. Look, she could be anywhere. Poor little Mike. No wonder he's lost.
Why do you say that?
Look, I'm sure she loves him, but Natalie wouldn't let Dylan cramp her style. Let's put it that way. Makes you wonder why some people have kids.
You're saying she neglects him?
No. Look, they probably just got separated, that's all. It happens.
Do you know if they went out together?
Their car's gone, so they must have. Look, I could take him home if you like. I'll look after you, sweetheart, till Mummy gets back.
No, that's all right. We'll take him back to the police station, thanks. Natalie Finch, 14 Balaclava Crescent.
Finch?
Yeah, Gaz's missus, he's up in Queensland, apparently.
Just look at this. The kid's starving.
Hey, take it easy,
Something
matey.
ought to be done, you know. He's starving, he's dirty, he's been running about on the street. He doesn't even know his own name or address. He's obviously neglected.
If you really believe that, then you'd better call in human services. Meanwhile, did you leave a note for the mother on her car?
No, I didn't.
Well, then you'd better find it and do so. The poor woman's probably frantic.
Serve her right.
I'll pretend I didn't hear that.
Look, I don't want to break up the nice conversation, but on a serious matter. Lunches?
Oh, yeah, good idea. I'll have the usual. And then try and find Natalie Finch.
I don't know. You get to be sergeant, and look what happens to you.
You're the lunch boy.
Bit rich, isn't it? I think I should complain to the union.
I wonder if you could help me.
Well, mate, I might be able to help you.
You wouldn't know the couple in this photo, would you?
I certainly do. What about you?
I know they're from around here, but
no.
they only gave me a box number.
Yeah? Well, what's the story? What have they done?
Beautiful baby contest. They're the winners.
Hi, Jeremy. Just from here, mate.
How'd you go with Natalie Finch?
Oh, I just left a note in the windscreen. Have you two been busy keeping secrets or what, eh?
Found you at last. Clancy and Leone, right?
He's a proud pair of parents who never
Oh, very domestic.
Beautiful little girl. Rachel, yes?
Yeah. Oh, no, we're not the parents.
No, so someone's having you on, mate.
But you did enter a competition, Beautiful Baby magazine?
Not us. We do know Rachel, though, but it's her parents, Clancy and Leone. They're friends of ours.
Right. Well, would you have their address? Because there's a prize waiting for them.
Oh, yeah, it is. It's Lewis Court. It's just off the main street, number 4.
No worries. Okay. And when you do have one of your own, I bet you it's a winner.
Yeah, mate, check it upstairs.
Have you got Dylan?
Mrs. Finch, is it?
God!
Oh, it's all right, Mrs. Finch. She's perfectly okay.
Where were you? I got back to the car and you weren't there. I nearly had a heart attack.
You left him in the car?
He was wandering around the streets.
The street?
Oh, he ran him over.
I must have forgotten to lock the door.
So you did leave him in the car?
Well, I was in a hurry. I was only gone for 5 minutes.
No, Mrs. Finch. Dylan's been here for almost
Thank
an
you,
hour.
Constable
Well, I got
McKinley.
held up in the bank.
That's all right,
This
Mrs.
stupid
Finch.
Telus.
It's all right. All's well that ends well. Why don't you take Dylan home?
Yes, of course.
There.
Sorry to cause this trouble. Thank you, Sergeant.
Hey, Dad. Which one's yours? Yes, sir. Can I help you?
Oh, Constable McKinley.
That's you.
Yes, it's me. I believe you've got a problem here.
I had a problem. She just walked out the door.
Cool. Well, you won't need me then, will you?
Sorry, excuse me. I actually do need you. I want to report a neglectful mother.
Dash.
What?
Eat your lunch up. That's the girl.
What on earth is this?
Peanut butter and banana. Don't knock it till you tried it.
All right.
Hey, that's...
Actually, that's not too bad. I haven't eaten a thing all day.
Well, that's another thing.
What?
The kid was really hungry.
You don't ever let up, do you?
Anything could have happened to him. You know, it was a clear case of neglect.
No, Dash. I'll tell you what neglect is. Neglect's when a junkie mother goes on a bender and forgets to come home. And then by the time I'm called in, a 2-year-old's been laying in its own urine and faeces for 4 days.
Right.
I get this kid to the hospital, right, and discover it's got this bacterial meningitis that's going around.
Is it all right?
No, it's not all right. It's fighting for its life. But I'll tell you, that's what I call neglect.
Yes, well, that's obviously...
No, wait on. No, hang on. I saw your mother and child and they look perfectly fine to me.
So what you're basically saying to me is that you're not going to do anything until that kid gets run over.
God, look, the kid was clean, all right? He was clothed. He looked well-nourished. He was spontaneously loving towards his mother. What more do you want, huh? Oh, Dash, I'm sorry. Look, I realise that you care, OK? Which is more than I can say for most people. But the thing is, you're going to have to come up with a whole lot more before I can get involved.
Dash, will you give it a rest?
Oh, come on. You don't believe the story about the bank,
Yes,
do you?
I do. Give it a rest.
Why am I the only one concerned about the kid?
You martyr, you.
Where specifically was her car?
Paget's Lane.
Yes, which isn't anywhere near the bank.
Of course it is. You go down the arcade by the Memorial Club and you're there.
The club?
What?
Nothing. I'm going to be back in a sec. The barman said 3 hours.
In the Memorial Club.
She was playing the pokies for 3 hours while Dylan waited in the car.
Or didn't wait, as the case may be.
Look, boss, she's obviously got a huge gambling problem. She doesn't care who she hurts
You
with
ought
it.
to talk. Who was the one who gambled away all Adam's money?
I didn't hurt a defenceless little boy doing it.
I don't know.
Look, I know what I'm talking about. If she's got the bug, she's not going to stop. She'll keep neglecting the child.
You're all right. Have a word to your mate, Tim Ryan.
He's not a mate.
And just leave it to him. Don't give him a hard time if he won't jump through hoops for you. Is that clear?
Yes, boss.
Dash, you're giving me a hard time.
But don't you even care that she's got a gambling problem?
I just want to have a quiet beer. Is that all right with you? Chris, can I just have a beer, please?
Sure. Do you know, Dylan Finch? He didn't have a drink for the whole 3 hours he was locked up in that car. It was getting
Hey,
hot.
I give up, all right? If I promise to check it out, I'll buy you a drink.
A drink?
Yeah, well, you shared your lunch with me. I think it's the least I can do.
Can I have the usual? Thanks, Chris.
1 beer, 1 water.
Water? Huh? Maybe a cheap date.
Do you know you should talk to the neighbour, Heather Michaels? She knows a lot about the
Hang on. I
situation.
said I would check it out. All right, just leave it with me.
1 water.
Hello, Auntie Crit Riley.
Hello, Clancy. Hello, Leonie. How's my beautiful baby?
She's my beautiful baby.
Yes, I know she is, sweetheart.
We come for pard.
You want some more?
We like pard.
Yes, I know that.
Hey, Clarence, have you had a visitor today?
Hello, Constable Maggie Doyle.
Oh, hello, Clancy. Hi, Leonie. Hello, Rachel.
Hello, Constable Maggie Doyle.
No, it's Senior Constable Maggie.
No, you're senior, Nick.
No, he's a sergeant
Right on
now,
the side.
mate.
No, what about Darden Crawdon?
Well, he's a senior sergeant now.
Denia Crawdon.
If you like it.
And Denia Maggie and Denia Nick
And Senior
Denia...
Hashem.
Listen, mate, you played a trick on us today, didn't you?
No,
Eh?
I think you might have sent our photo into a baby contest.
it was a beautiful picture. It won a prize.
What did you win?
Pictured.
Jeremy took them, hundreds of them.
He would not.
There you go, 2 pies and sauce. What about little baby?
You don't feed her pies, do you, Leonie?
No, of course not. We just let her lick the thought off the top. We have to go now, but we like to have hot.
They should be made to get a licence.
Who should?
Prospective mothers. You know, we make dog owners get a licence, and why not mothers?
You're not going on about Natalie Finch again, are you?
No.
Oh, shocking. What, you're getting your fangs into Ed Leone and Clancy Freeman, are you?
No, I'm not. I'm just saying they don't know
I've
anything
just
about...
been talking to your friend Tim.
He's not my friend.
Oh, you were pretty friendly with him last night.
We had 1 drink. What was I supposed to
Do you want to
say?
know what he said or not? He's checked on the Finch situation and is satisfied that there is no neglect.
Why did he tell you that and not me?
Well, obviously, he mistakenly thought that if your senior sergeant passed on the message, you wouldn't get testy.
I'm not getting testy.
He had a long talk to Mrs. Finch about yesterday. She swore it was a one-off and won't happen again.
Oh, so he believed that.
He believes, and I must say I agree, that she truly cares for her son.
Yes, but caring about your son is one thing and caring for him is another.
McKinley, drop it. You've reported it to DHS. They've said the child is fine. Now walk away, and that's an order.
Maggie Dash, can you go down to the building society by the fruit and veg shop? There's an abandoned child there.
Fine, huh? We're on our way. You know, they've got to do something about it. It's been twice in 2 days.
Hi, sweet pull up. That was quick.
Hi, I'm Senior Constable Doyle and this is Constable McKinley.
Hi, Rosemary Watson. And this sweet little thing is...
This is Rachel.
Oh.
Hello. She's not there. We need to go to the toilet. Is no one home? boss, we're at the Freeman house now, but NPH. There's a going to talk to him?
I've got Clancy here. He reckons his family's been abducted by little green men from the stars.
Oh, do I look like a little green man? No.
That people have got the
She's
same
all right.
recording.
She's self upset. She's with Constable Dash.
They're not. She's
Yes,
not.
she
They were
is.
dead and they weren't. Television
well,
got
whatever,
them.
Clancy, she's all right. She's with Constable Maggie.
Senior Maggie Doyle.
All right, Clancy, Senior Maggie Doyle. Rachel is with Senior Maggie Doyle in the police car at your place. Look, you can talk to them if you like. Come over here, come over here. Mount Thomas Station to Mount Thomas 308 on local. Maggie, I'm going to put Clancy on.
Hello?
No, you got to press the button down.
Hello?
Hi, Clancy. You want to talk to Rachel?
Yes?
Daddy, sweetheart, do you want to say something for Daddy?
That people took on the
No,
boat.
she's there. She's there, isn't she?
Did you hear that, Clancy?
Little baby, Rach.
No, not in your mouth, sweetheart.
Rach.
There you go, mate. She's in fine voice. I'm not worried about that.
Oh, yuck, she's slobbered all over it.
Thank you very much, McKinley.
Oh, she's a bit upset.
Yes, we can hear that. Look, you two stay there. I'm going back to the main channel. See? Little Rachel's fine.
Yeah. But where's Leonie?
Leonie, where have you been?
Hello, Constable Dash. Hello, Senior Maggie Doyle. I've got an ice cream.
Very nice, Leonie. Rachel's been missing you very much.
Hello, little baby. What's some ice cream?
Where have you been?
Shop.
Hi, Clancy.
Clancy.
You're back.
Of course. What's little baby doing with Senior Maggie Doyle for?
She was lost at the bank.
That people took her from the bank.
You lost her.
No, you lost
You
her.
lost
I
her,
never
didn't you,
lost her.
Clancy?
I
I
didn't
told
do
you.
nothing.
Hey,
I
You
told
did.
Rachel
You
told
told
me.
me.
did.
I
I
said, look
told
over
you.
you, stupid
You
bum head.
Come on, look. I've got a good idea. Let's go inside
Go
and figure it
inside.
out. You take the baby.
You said that
Stupid
you'd
bum
look after her.
head.
I can
Have you
remember
got
it.
it?
Yes.
Okay, good girl.
Come on, little baby. Come on. You said that you'd look after her.
Clancy, that bad language. You don't leave the baby on its own.
I didn't leave it. No, I didn't do
Well,
that.
somebody
Yes, you
did.
did. You left it at the bank. I told you not to.
Oh, sorry, I stepped on it.
Thanks, Constable Dash.
You're supposed to wash those. It's basic hygiene for the baby. Do you know what hygiene is, Clancy?
No.
Leonie, it looks like you haven't had your home care around here in quite some time.
Not for ages. Oh.
Come on.
Looks like little baby needs nappy changing.
It sure does. Well, maybe you should do it then.
Haven't got any nappies. That's why we went to the bank to get money to buy stuff.
Because we didn't have any money.
Not a brass razoo. That's what you say, isn't it, Constable Dash? Not a brass razoo.
Sometimes. Now, do you have enough money to live on?
Yeah, kind of.
No.
Oh, guys, how can you let that happen? You've got a baby.
We gave it all to Jeremy.
Well, do you have a cloth nappy or something?
No.
What about a towel?
Yes.
Yeah, no. Right, Clancy, tell us about Jeremy.
You know, dark people. You're dead though.
See, silly? Star people went at the bank. You got mixed up.
Mixed up.
Why did you give your money to Jeremy Phillips?
They could take picture of Rachel.
To make her a star person too.
Not the brother out there.
Guys, did he say how he was going to do this?
By making little baby a folio.
That a book of pictures.
Pictures of little baby.
Oh, okay, I see.
And then what?
Then little baby will make heaps of money.
So she can go to school. That's what Jeremy said.
Did he say how the pictures would make heaps of money?
By being starring.
But he was real nice, then you hash him on it.
I bet he was.
He said little baby was really cute.
Cute as 15.
That's what he said.
Mate, did he show this folio to anyone, film stars, agents?
Important people.
Dad.
But not in the bank.
Got mixed up.
You all right? Okay. You mean like film stars?
Could have.
Could have.
No, he never.
Don't you think folio are good, then you hash him?
Clancy, stop.
Clancy, sometimes they can be very good things, but we just think that maybe Jeremy's not being very fair with you both.
But he took heaps of pictures.
You should be pretty, aren't you? Yeah.
Boss, we can't just ignore it.
Has there been a crime?
No,
No,
but
there hasn't.
they're not coping.
I think under the circumstances they're coping very well.
Well, you didn't see their house. It's a pigsty.
Have you seen the state of her desk lately?
No, I'm not just talking about a mess. I'm talking about the fact that they leave her baby bottle teats on the floor. What does it tell you about the way she's been brought up?
Well, it tells me their home carer needs a good swift kick up the bum.
Well, they reckon they haven't seen her for ages. Might as well not have one for all the good she's doing.
All right. I'll have a word to Tim Ryan about it.
Oh, yippee.
Thank you, McKinley. Just because he wouldn't let you run amok with young Dylan Finch, I told you before, stick to policing. Like now, for instance.
But, boss,
On your way. Come on, off you go.
Hi.
That's much better, isn't it? Yes, it is.
All right, this way, guys. If we're after Rachel, she's in the boss's office. She's got him wrapped around a little finger.
Jeremy said she was cute.
Look, it's Mummy.
Oh, hello, little baby.
Hello, Daniel Crawdon.
Clancy, how you going? You coping?
Okay, Daniel Crawdon.
That's good. What about the home care? Is she looking after you?
Yeah, she's good.
Everything real good.
Good. All right. Well, Constable Dash will run you home.
All right. Come on, you two, you three.
Can we do the Darren Constable Dash?
What, you really want to do the siren?
Yeah, played. Rachel out the Darren.
All right, okay, sure.
So, how's it look?
Well, they're pretty muddled about it. It appears this Jeremy Phillips was never actually definite. He just made it sound like he was.
So there's no deception?
Oh, he took them for $1,000.
Well, it'd have to be a civil action.
So he gets away with it?
We just leave him.
Oh, I'll have a chat to him and see if we can straighten him out.
Look, I really can't understand what all this is about.
You don't see the problem with ripping somebody off that's intellectually disabled?
I think it's a crime, Detective, but that's not what I did.
Oh, $1,000 for some photographs. That's not a rip-off?
Look, I'm a professional photographer. I think you'll find my fees are within the reasonable range for a full portfolio.
Well, what's a 9-month-old baby going to do with a full portfolio?
Well, that depends on the parents, cute kids. You could get some modelling work.
Mr. Phillips, you told the Freemans that Rachel could earn a lot of money. Enough to pay for her education, in fact.
No. In fact, what I suggested was that she might make some money to help with education. If the photos turned out well, I even suggested some suitable modelling agencies.
That's big of you.
Look, exactly where is the legality in any of this?
Nowhere, Mr. Phillips. I just don't understand how you can sleep at night.
Just as well.
What it?
I'm just checking to see whether or not the lady that owns this car has left a child in it.
That naughty to do that.
Checking up on me.
Does that surprise you?
I had some business to do in town. Is that all right with you? And I took him with me.
You're naughty.
Clancy, can you get back in the car, please? I'm just trying to do my job, Mrs. Finch.
It's your job to spy on me.
Not allowed to be angry at Constable Dash.
Who the hell are you?
Any Constable Clancy friend.
Clancy, just get in the car! I'm not spying on you, Mrs. Finch. Even if I was, would you blame me? Club's just around the corner.
What's that supposed to mean?
Your child was left in the street
sweetheart,
yesterday.
Before you get hassled for something else. No way I'm letting this go.
Not only did Mrs. Finch make a complaint, McKinley, she made it through Tim Ryan because she felt he might give her a fair hearing.
Oh, Tim Ryan? Oh, you're great.
Doesn't say much for our PR, does it, that people feel they have to use an intermediary?
All I did was look in her car to see whether or not Dylan was in it.
She says you practically accused her of having a gambling problem.
Well, she has got a gambling problem, but I never mentioned it.
Not at all?
Well, no, I didn't actually say it, but she could have thought that that's...
You were giving her a hard time. McKinley, the point here is the Finch case is no longer our business.
Neglected children are everyone's business. They can't defend themselves.
Yes, well, this child is not neglected.
Boss, Heather Michaels has just been on the phone. Natalie Finch has locked that kid in the house. The door's locked and he's screaming his head off.
How's it looking, 258?
Not good, boss. The kid's got a bad fever, and Dash has called the ambos from the house phone.
Hey, boss, meningitis is going around. I already know one kid who's got it.
I'm afraid to God it isn't that. Nick, any sign of the mother?
Negative, Matt Thomas have searched the house. No sign of her anywhere.
I got your message. Is the kid all right?
Well, we don't know yet. Zoe Hamilton's with him now.
Right, is Natalie in there with him?
No, she wasn't home when we found him. She probably doesn't even know he's sick. Nick's going to find her.
Oh, well, we'll just have to wait.
Do you know, if you had have done something about this in the first place, it probably wouldn't have happened.
Hang on, nobody can say that for certain.
Oh, really?
Really?
I'll give you 3 guesses where Nick's going to find her.
Where is he? Where's Dylan?
It's all right, he's with the doctor.
Where have you been, Mrs. Finch?
Just to the chemist. I was only gone for 5 minutes, I swear. Dylan had a temperature. I didn't have anything to give him.
It's all right, Natalie. We believe you.
Mrs. Finch?
You do have a very sick little boy, I'm afraid.
Will he be okay? It happened so quickly.
Yeah, well, we have to do a few more tests, but it really looks like bacterial meningitis.
Meningitis? Kids can die from that.
Yeah, it can be very nasty, but, you know, he looks pretty tough to me. We'll do everything we can, I promise you.
Look, you don't believe her story? Fine. Talk to the chemist. If it doesn't check out, have a word with that social worker, mate.
What is he going to do? He'll give her a lecture, pat her on the head, and then send them both home.
At least you'll know you've done your job.
Doing my job, that's a cop-out.
McKinley, the phone book is just there. You'll find it under C for chemist. How'd you go with the major fraud group?
Well, they agree with our assessment. This Phillips guy's nothing if not smart.
Basically what he does is he sets up these competitions and then he tells the winners that they've got the most stunning kid in the world.
Yeah, then he tells them about all this film work, TV commercials, then he gets them to hand over their hard-earned cash.
You can't prove anything, can you?
Unfortunately, being a dead-set bastard, mate, isn't technically against the law.
He must have thought all his Christmases had come at once and he bumped into the Clancy and Leone.
Well, they've got no idea about what's going on. Exactly, yet the system allows them to be responsible for a helpless baby.
Oh, with a lot of help, though.
Didn't see too many signs of that the other day.
McKinley?
Well, boss, if they can't handle the washing up, you know, what would they do if Rachel got meningitis? How would they deal with the crisis?
They would take her to a doctor like anybody else would.
As long as they didn't get distracted along the way.
I'm just going to pop out for a moment. I shouldn't be long.
Where are you going?
None of your business.
No, where are you going to go if I need to contact you?
I'm going over to Clancy. See if they've got any more information about this Jeremy Phillips character. I really wanted to ask you about this man, Mr. Phillips.
Oh, Mr. Phillips. He's really nice. He really liked our little baby, didn't he, Clance?
Yeah, I'm sure he did, but, well, there are some people who'll tell you a whole lot of fibs just so they can steal your money.
He didn't steal our money, we gave it to him.
Yeah, I know that, but... Well, some people will tell you things that aren't really the truth, and that's the same as... Well, that's called under false pretences, and it's... Well, it's the same as stealing.
Oh, no. Adriana's entities wouldn't be friends with a false pretender.
Adriana's entities? Did he tell you that he was a personal friend of television personality?
Yeah. Adriana, she's our favourite, isn't she, Clance?
Yeah, he said that if she liked the photo, she can get Rachel on the telly too.
Is Rachel all right? Oh, she'd be whinging like this. Has she eaten anything?
I offered her it, but she didn't want any, so I'm eating it. See, Rach? Yummy.
And she threw her bottle down too.
Look, guys, I think you should take her to see Dr. Hamilton.
Do we have to?
So boring, you have to wait for ages.
I really think you should.
Boss! Well, you've seen the place, was that right?
What's the matter, McKinley? Not enough lives for you to meddle with?
Actually, she's running short. Are you going to tell him or shall I, Dash?
I spoke to Satish, the chemist. Apparently, Natalie's story does check out. She was buying over-the-counter medicine for Dylan. But if I was wrong this time, I still
McKinley.
think there's
Spare
a
me the
problem.
details. Just get in touch with Tim Ryan, please. I need to talk to him. PJ, check out this list of names, will you, please? See if any of them personally know Mr. Jeremy Phillips.
You've got to be kidding.
No, I'm not kidding. Mr. Phillips might just have provided us with the means by which to nab
Fair enough, mate. We'll be right there. Come on, Dash, we've got a shop stealer. Come.
Oh, I might have known.
You know her?
Yes, I do.
Oh, she thinks I'm stupid. She thinks I can't see putting my best Pontiacs in the bottom of her bag.
It's true.
And it's not the first time.
OK, Mrs. Finch, you better come along with us. Like that.
What were we supposed to do? Starve?
So Gaz has closed your joint account. Why was that, Natalie?
Beats me.
Because you kept emptying it.
No.
You fed it to the pokies.
All right, so I like going down the club now and again. Is there some problem with that?
Maybe. What happens if we ask Gaza?
He doesn't have to know about this, does he?
Well, it'll be a court case, maybe a conviction. It'll be very hard to keep it from him.
He'll kill me. Gaza closed the joint account because he tried to make a payment on one of the trucks and there was no money there.
Because you lost it gambling.
I keep thinking just one more go. Then I'll hit the big one, then I'll stop. But I never do. When you saw me this morning, I just pawned my wedding ring to get some money for food. I had to spend it at the chemist.
Okay, Mrs. Finch, Constable McKinley, you'll look after me.
Hey, Sergeant, Senior Sergeant Croydon, please.
Yeah, mate, I'll just go fetch him for you. And I've got another customer for you later on there, too.
I thought the Freemans were supposed to have a regular home carer.
Well, they do, but we've just had to cut it back from 3 times a week to once a week.
Oh, don't tell me budget cuts.
Well, it's actually called a reallocation of resources. I mean, we've had a couple of people off with flu as well, but look, it wouldn't have been any longer than a week. I actually thought they were coping okay.
Well, if you'd seen their house lately, you wouldn't think so.
What do you think, the baby might be in danger?
I think her upbringing could use a fair bit of improvement, yes.
Well, hang on, what exactly are you saying, Tom?
Look, when Leonie got pregnant, I was one of the people who pushed for them to have a choice. I thought we'd done everything we could to make it work.
And now?
Well, now I'm concerned for the continued safety of the child, and I'm asking you officially to assess the situation. I know how Judas felt.
I don't know, Tom. You know, little Rachel's always been happy enough to me.
I thought young Dash was exaggerating, but you ought to see that house.
It's the trouble with running a pub. You get tied to it. I should have gone round there and checked out things for myself.
Not your fault.
Well, I am the only blood relative in town, you know. Someone's got to accept responsibility, you know. Maybe I should offer to take them in.
With the 3 of them living in one of your rooms, what would they do with themselves?
Well, I don't know what else to suggest.
There's got to be something. What about Leonie's father?
Well, after his stroke, Dominic's not up to much, and he was against them having the baby in the first place, remember?
Well, what about a nanny?
Well, that's only a short-term solution. In the long term, it's not going to solve anything, even if we could afford it.
It's out of our hands now anyway.
Imperial? Yes, sure, Dash, I'll tell him. Yeah, bye. They need you back at the station.
It's so damn important you had to ring me at the Imperial.
Daniel Croydon? Daniel Croydon, you gotta help us.
Clancy, what's going on?
Sorry, they didn't want to talk to anybody else, so, you know.
Worried about little baby.
It's all right. How are you today, hey? Come on in.
Mr. Ryan came.
He thinks we're doing hopeless with Rachel.
He said that?
No, but I could tell.
Kept going real serious.
The more he acted like it's okay, the more I could tell.
All right, calm down. I'm sure he just wanted to make sure that you and Rachel were getting along, all right?
But he thinks we're not, but...
What did he ask?
Stuff about Rachel.
Like what she eats and everything.
He sniffed her bottled.
And I done the hygiene all over
He
him.
still went, but...
I told you, Senior Croydon. He thinks we're doing hopeless.
Look, kids, I'm sorry. I'm afraid you're just going to have to clean up your act a bit, that's all.
You think we're no good either?
No, I didn't say that. It's just, you're going to have to tidy up Rachel's things. Make sure everything's nice and clean. She gets good food. It's only basic.
You crock with us, Daniel Croydon.
Of course not.
We're trying our best, Senior Croydon.
No, I understand that. Okay, Zoe, thank you. Bye-bye.
Morning.
How you doing?
Boss, I've just been talking to Zoe. She thinks that Dylan Finch does have meningitis.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear
The
that.
thing is, now she's worried about Rachel Freeman as well.
Well, it's just as well I booked an appointment then, isn't it?
They didn't turn up.
Don't tell me.
Boss, if Rachel does have meningitis, it's going to be...
Yeah, I get the picture. You'd better get over there and run them to the clinic.
Yeah.
You go too, McKinley.
You got anything? Nah, not a soul. Yeah, the lights are on out there. Yeah, the lights are on the lounge as well. They must have gone out last night. Long time to be out, especially with a sick baby. No tent. Dinner's still on the table. Done a runner.
This is all my fault. I must have frightened them.
Boss, you weren't to know that they take off. Well, they didn't take much with them except the sick baby.
They'll be at the Imperial. Chris will be hiding them like she did last
No,
time.
boss, what if they're not? You know, Rachel could have meningitis. They could be trying to walk to Leonie's parents in Benalla.
Come on, they are not silly enough to take a sick baby hitchhiking.
Aren't they?
They'll be at the pub.
Or maybe we should check out some other areas, just in case. Trains, buses.
They don't have any money, thanks to Jeremy Phillips.
They could have got an emergency advance from DSS. Yeah, what about parks, bus shelters, roads on the way out of town?
Only if they're not at the pub.
They're not at the pub.
Who says?
Chris Riley, she says they're not here, they're not at the pub.
Are you telling the truth?
Yes, I am.
Well, at least make sure they take the baby to the
Oh,
doctor.
Tom, would you listen to me? They are not here.
I know you want to help them.
All right, look, search the place from the cellar to the attic. You won't find them because they're not here.
They think we want to take the baby away.
Scout's honour, I cross my heart, hope to die. What do I have to say to convince you? Look, I'm as worried about them as you are, and if I knew anything, I'd tell you, just to put you out of your misery.
Where are they then?
They're not on a train or a bus, and they weren't at the truckie stop.
Dark? No. They'll be hiding somewhere.
Was this the Freemans?
Yes, unfortunately they've
I
run
heard,
away.
yeah. And they've taken the baby with them.
Yeah, the kid's crook too.
Right, when did they go?
Last night.
Well, it's not exactly responsible behaviour, is it, Tom? Out or not with a sick child.
Look, I'm sure they'll have found shelter somewhere.
Maggie? Mount Thomas 308 on a portable to Mount Thomas station.
Found them?
Yeah, boss, we've found the tent. There's no sign of anybody, so we're going to move in.
Receive that 308.
Is anyone home? Clancy? Are you in there?
No.
Can we come in?
No.
Hey, Clance, we're worried about little baby. Is she all right? She's hot. Leonie, we think that she might need a doctor. What do you think?
Clancy?
Mr. Ron will get mad at us.
I think she's sick. Look.
She's hot.
I know.
Clancy?
Okay, you can come in.
All right, here, give me the baby. Hello. Okay. Oh, here we go. Come here, Rachel. Come on, it's okay, okay, come on, guys. Come on, Constable Dash.
I should have taken them in when the baby was born.
They didn't want that.
I should have insisted. You know, if that poor little thing survives this
Look, she's not dead yet. They're still doing tests.
I'm going to convert rooms 11 and 12. There's no yard, but at least it's sunny.
Oh, I think after this, it's too late for that.
Why?
Human Services have applied for a protection application to take the child out of their care.
Can they do this?
There'll be a court hearing next week. They have to think of the best interests of the child.
But Clancy and Leonie love her so much.
Well, love's not enough, is it?
It's not meningitis.
Oh, thank God for that.
It's just a bit of an infection made worse by the teething. I'm just going to let Clancy know that we'll keep Rachel in for a couple of days until we get her temperature down.
Well, there you are. We've got the ammunition.
For what?
To fight this court thing. She was in no real danger.
This time? But if it had been meningitis, a night in a play tent could have killed her.
That's good, Dr. Jones. That's real good.
I'm really glad you're pleased, Glasses. Don't crush me to death.
So now what?
I'm afraid the magistrate's decision will be a foregone conclusion after all this.
Look, I understand that we're doing the best thing for the child, but the thing is, Clancy and Leonie are just children too.
The court hearing could be traumatic for him.
I doubt if Clancy even knows what a courtroom is, let alone a magistrate.
Well, what if they were to voluntarily relinquish the child? I mean, then they wouldn't have to go to court at all.
They'd never do it.
Well, they might, Tom, if somebody they trusted very much talked them into it.
Oh, no. No, I couldn't. Really, I couldn't. It's too cruel.
Well, but it needn't be. All right, what about this? What about if I say I found a local foster mum?
Have you?
Well, I've got someone in mind.
Who is it?
Her name's Heather Michaels.
Oh, yeah. I know Heather. Yeah, she's a...
So what, you'd have a problem with her?
Oh, no, I'm sure she'd be fine. Would she be prepared to let them visit Rachel whenever they like?
Yeah, it could be arranged.
Good. So what about their carer?
Well, after the baby's gone, I'd have to have the situation reassessed, but probably the most suitable thing would be to get them back into that group house idea. And then that way I could allocate a live-in carer.
That sounds good.
Right, great. So then you'll talk to the Freemans.
Why don't I take baby Rachel to visit Jeannie? Come on.
Bye-bye, little baby.
You know, how Mr. Ryan came to visit you yesterday?
He was mad at us.
Oh, no, I don't think so, but he was a little bit worried about little Rachel.
'Cause she's thick?
Well, no, not really.
She's better now. She's getting teeth.
Yeah, that's good, isn't it? Not easy bringing up a baby, is it?
But we're real good at it.
Well, that's the thing, Clance. Maybe you're not. I mean, it wasn't such a good idea taking Rachel camping when she wasn't well.
We weren't camping, we were running away.
Yeah, I know you were.
'Cause Mr. Ryan scared us.
Well, why did Mr. Ryan scare you?
'Cause he didn't want us to have our little baby anymore.
Well, maybe Mr. Ryan's right. Maybe it'd be better for Rachel if...
No! We love little baby, she'd hurl!
Yeah, I know that, but... You want her to be looked after properly, don't you?
Yeah.
Yes!
Well, what if somebody else can do it better than you two?
No!
Oh, all right, Clarence, settle down, mate.
Not so good?
Hopeless. They really know that we want to take the baby away, but I don't think they have the intellectual capacity to fully comprehend the situation.
That'd be all the more reason to go through with it, wouldn't it?
The best I could manage was that there was this really nice lady who really wanted to meet Rachel.
And they bought that?
They're not very bright.
Hello again.
Hi there.
Nice
Heather.
to see you again.
Nice to see you. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Right, everyone, this is Heather. Now, Heather's on our community foster roster. She also knows a lot about babies.
Hi, Clancy. Hi, Leonie. This must be Rachel.
Clance, would you perhaps like to let Heather have a bit of a cuddle? There we go.
Oh, isn't she beautiful?
She's got a cold.
She's getting teeth and she cries a bit.
Oh, that's because her mouth's sore. Why don't we go inside and get her something to chew on?
She's a good little baby.
I'm sure she is. Come on.
Clarence? Clarence? You like Heather?
She's nice.
Yeah, she is nice. And she really loves babies. She had a little baby of her own and she lost it and, well, she wants to look after another one.
But she lose it.
No, she didn't lose it. It was stillborn. That means it was dead when it came out of its mummy's tummy.
That's Dad thing you call it.
Yes, it is. So, perhaps Rachel could come and live here and you and Leonie could come and visit her, eh? Clancy, mate.
Do you think we should give up our little baby, Daniel Crawdon?
Yes, I do. Oh, wait. Come on, Clarence, don't cry. Don't cry.
I really have to get our little baby away from Daniel Crawdon.
You do. Come on, that's all right.
Here
you go.
How'd you go?
I wouldn't recommend it.
You look like you could use a strong cuppa.
Thanks.
What happened?
As of now, Rachel Freeman is officially in the custody of Heather Michaels.
Poor Clancy.
I beg your pardon?
I'm just saying that, I guess it must be hard to lose your baby like that.
Words fail me.
Is
God.
this some sort of a joke? Oh, it's not. I'm sorry, Miss Xenides. He is. I'll just, could you hold for 1 moment, please?
Yeah.
She's returning your call.
Hello, Adriana. Patrick Joseph Hashem, how are you? Thanks for calling back. I really love this show, by the way. His name's Jeremy Phillips. So we just thought that in view of their intellectual disabilities that you'd be willing to give the Freemans back their money.
Well, is that what they want?
No, Mr. Phillips. They're actually very impressed with you because of all the big names that you know.
Well, I've been around a bit.
Yeah, you have. And they said that you knew Adriana Xenides.
Yeah, Adriana and I go way back.
Is that a fact?
Yeah, she's a lovely woman. Very genuine.
Which is more that can be said of your claims.
I'm sorry?
You see, I was just having a chat with Adriana on the phone out there, and she'll swear on court that she's never met you in her entire life.
Well...
Mr. Phillips, are you aware that it's an offence to make false claims for financial gain?
Lose a turn. Jeremy Paul Phillips, be charged with obtaining property by deception. I must inform you you're not obliged to say or do anything. Is anything you say or do may be given as evidence. Do you understand that?
I'm worried about poor Heather finding herself looking after all three of them.
And I keep telling you, I don't mind.
Oh, God. Look, Daniel Crawdon, look what I got. A horty.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. Listen, I've got great news for you.
What?
You know that man, Mr. Phillips, the photographer? Well, he's agreed to give your money back.
No.
So don't we have to pay for the photos anymore?
Well, Leonie, there's not going to be any photos.
Yeah, he took them.
No, it turns out he was just tricking you. He doesn't even know Adriana. She's never even heard of him.
Okay.
So we persuaded you to give back your money and we put it back in the bank for you.
Oh,
Look, little baby, look what I can do. Woo!
Let me have a go.
Yeah, the right decision, Tom?
Oh, yes, I think so.
What's that for?
Oh, you bought me a drink? Smart shot.
Dash, you don't have to apologise.
No, I'm not apologising. Because I was right about Rachel.
And it makes you feel good, doesn't it?
No, not particularly. But then again, I was also right about Natalie Finch. She's a gambling addict.
Well, yes, but she's not necessarily a neglectful mother, is she?
How's young Dylan?
I seem to think he'll pull through.
That's good news, isn't it?
Till next time.
But you're not going to give me any credit on this at all, are you? I'm organising a counselling session for the whole family once the old man gets back from Queensland.
Good old Gaza, huh?
Yeah. We're trying to put Natalie into some sort of program for a gambling problem.
And they all live happily ever after.
Look, we're both on the same side, right? So we're both just trying to do our best. So how about we call a truce, eh?
Yeah, okay. Truce. Hey, PJ, Phillips has been charged. What's that?
What?
That in your hand.
Oh.
What's that?
Oh.
Look, I mean, I just can't believe that anyone would think that Rachel's our kid. I mean, look, she doesn't look like either of us.
No. But I wonder if we did have a daughter who she would take after.
You, I hope.
Oh, except for my ears.
What? Your ears? I love your ears.
Do you?
I love them.
Or she'd have your complexion.
Well, I'd like her to have your legs.
Oh, and your eyes. I would just love it if she had your
She
eyes.
would be a cutie, wouldn't she?
Yes, she
She'd
would.
be really good.
I mean, not that it is likely that it happen in the very near future, of course.
No, absolutely.
I mean, could you imagine a baby stroller out on the job?
Absolutely not. No.
I'm going to go and finish off with Phyllis, okay?
Okay.